What's going on, guys? Z3 Zone here, and as you can see, the video has been cropped down a little bit in the window. I've got a ultra wide screen at the moment, and we are playing on that, and you can see a lot more on the side with the ultra wide screen. As you can see here, it's like having a wide angle lens. I'm actually enjoying it. I tried to record this at the full size of the ultra wide, but it did not let me, so I had to go back down to 920 to 180. And as you can see, it's got some lines up the top and bottom, but I'm going to give that a shot for this one, so leave a comment below on what you think. Is it worth recording like this, because I can't do the full 2560 by 180. I have to bring it down and stick it into that box, and so yeah, let me know what you think. Should we be doing videos like this, or just keep it as a normal resolution and basically downgrade the monitor I'm using and use 19 by 20 or 180? Let me know in the comments what you think. But today it's another demolition video, and we are gonna demolition this guy up here. It is a spider pillar base. If you have a look at the map, we are just around here, so it's just right there. This was the old meta before the trebuchets come in. The trebuchets used to not be able to go for the bubble, now they can. So this base is very travelable at the moment in this new update. The treb will go straight through that thing. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to show off the new trebs and blow this thing up. We do have the vault over here with the normal equipment that we used to have. So if I go running over here, we can have a look. If you haven't seen my other demolition videos, make sure you check them out, because they all have the same amount of stuff in this vault that we need to blow them up. We definitely won't use all of this to blow this structure up, but it gives us a good idea on each building that I blow up how much I use from this stack. So there is 2000 dragon powder, jars, and enough tar for those guys. There's 1000 acid arrows, 1000 explosive, 500 healing, and 1000 poison. And we got heals, which we might take some heals there. We do have 4 sets of medium, 4 sets of heavy. I'm wearing the medium at the moment. The gas mask, climbing gloves, they're reinforced, so we need those guys. And we're going to need a base and a trebuchet. I've spawned in the actual trebuchet here, so it doesn't take as long to build this up. And we need the stone and the twine, so we'll grab that and we should be good to go. We do need 100 at least. I think that would be fine. So let's go set up this trebuchet. I was thinking about setting up the trebuchet up and over here on this little mountain, so I think we'll do that first, set that up, and then get going on the raid. I don't want this video to go too long, so I will speed build the trebuchet build, and then I'll just talk about what I did at the end of it. So I'll go do that now, and I'll talk to you guys then. Alright, so we're back, and as you can see, the trebuchet is built, and I've changed the ratio because we have had a crash when I was starting to blow things up, so I had to reset the game. So that ratio is not going to work with my computer. It actually is quite struggling with it. Playing the game is fine, it's just recording the game at that ratio. It's just not working for me, so we're back to the original ratio. But yeah, I do play the game in that ratio. It's a lot better. You guys need to check it out. I'd probably just need a better graphics card to get recording and play it at the same time, so I think that's the problem. But yeah, as you can see here, it is built. Always use an elevator to get in and out. If your teammates need to get in, so you can just drop the elevator back down. But as you can see in the building that we are standing on foundations, and we've got 2 sets of anti-climb. Fence foundations here with 90,000 health, as you can see there. And then behind that is all the pillars holding everything up. So it is quite a little bit of a tanky structure here, so it's a really good way of setting it up, nice and quick. You can see down below, each of those stacks were 100, so you can kind of get an idea of how many we've used in this build. But we'll get up to the top here and place this trebuchet down. So we go up here. Trebuchet down here. So let's get this guy down. And then we'll lift it up just a tad. Put it down there, and as I said, I've got this spawned in, so I'd have to wait the hour for this thing to load. So let's spin this guy around, and I also want to build a little roof on top just to show you guys that you can put this in inside a box and you'll be absolutely fine. It doesn't hit the top of the box. Let's just line this puppy up. I'm going to go a bit more. So have a look at that. Just look that straight down this in, as you can see it's tad off there, so we'll just tap it over here. Then we'll have another look, and that's pretty much in the middle. Alright, so that's how we work that out. But this roof, we're going to show you guys that you can actually enclose this in and still shoot the trebuchet fine. So there we go, we got the ceiling, the roofs there, and the walls, now the roof. That's it. And we've got that guy going. Alright, so you can actually enclose this whole thing into a box and it will be absolutely fine. There'll be nothing wrong with doing that. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, but we're going to have it pretty much open for this sample so we can see what we're doing and you guys can see the explosions. So we chuck that in there. We need to unlock the trebuchet. If you don't know where that is, if you come to survival, you need to unlock the carpenter's bench. Back to building tab, and as the first line, there's a trebuchet there, and as you can see you need the first building tab and the carpenter's bench. So keep that in mind when you're doing it, but once we've unlocked that we have enough to make these boulders. So we're making 6 boulders there now. This is the new angle device on the treb, so as you can see it's at 45. 45 is probably a good bet, I reckon. So all we need now is some counterweight, and for counterweight I always put 1,000 in there, break that in half to 500, then break those in half again to 250 and take one out. And then as you can see it's at 98, so we can start playing with that if we need to. It's all set, and let's load up the ammunition. So it needs to go in the payload or it will not work. So there we go, there's our first shot, and we are landing right on that anti-climb up there, which is actually perfect for us. So I might actually keep that there, and we're going to start making bombs now. So we'll come down here. So where we got the bombs, you have to go past all the building materials, it drives me mad each time. We should kind of put the building materials at the bottom. Like, I do like to build, but when you're actually playing the game and you want to pick something little, you have to go past all the building materials. And it's usually when you want to build something on the fly, when you're running around in the world, you don't want to sit there and go through all these building materials just to get to the stuff that you can actually build, like down here, like an axe and that. It's just, it should be switched around. I feel strongly about that one. But yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about that one. That drives me mad most of the time. So you need the twine in there. Fill this up with bombs and take this armor out. Put bombs in there and you can make 7 of them. So sometimes that button doesn't work, hit the craft one and then the other buttons shall work. On computer you can hit spacebar and that seems to do the job. So again we need to change the payload and reload this baby, and let's shoot it. Hopefully we can get that anti-climb again. Don't worry if it goes off like that, this sin never hits in the same spot like twice. Like you'll get the same spot, but it spreads quite a lot. That's right on the anti-climb where we want it. So that's good. Let's go again. right on the nice spot. Fire, reload, see where it's going. Awesome spot. Fire, reload, another good shot. When you got the box going too, you can always put a doorway or a window facing this place so you can see where they're hitting, or just have a teammate direct you. That is fine too. So let's shoot that one, reload it, and let's fill this bad boy up again. Another 7 going. Let's shoot that again. There we go, reload. That's nice, it's right on the anti-climb we want. We have shot a couple over there now, so it will start breaking shortly. I would say it start breaking after that one. Maybe the burn time. There's some stuff breaking there. Hopefully bits of anti-climb are going, yep. Alright, so it looks like we've got the way up for the anti-climb. We can just climb straight up there. So we're pretty much good there. So let's come over here. And we're at 45, so we want to go to 40. You have to go through the whole cycle, you can't go back. Which would be something good, because you're sitting there hitting all these buttons just to go back one. But let's go 35, 40, right, there we go. Well, let's fire that, reload it, and see where that's going. Right on the anti-climb down the bottom, that's perfect. Let's shoot a couple more while we can. And then we'll have to reload this with bombs and make a couple more. But that's right where we want it. We've got a good spot going here. Very nice. Bombs in there. Reload it, which it's reloaded. When they're made, it will shoot. And we're hoping for that anti-climb to go. Hopefully this is enough bombs here. Oh, that's just a sloped roof that's going. Looks like one of the anti-climb might be gone. I'm just going to jump into the admin panel and change it to daytime so you guys can see what's happening here. Freeze time. Make sure God mode is not on. Alright, so it looks like 2 of the anti-climb up top has gone. We just got 2 down the bottom. So let's keep shooting this and hopefully get those bottom ones. Fire again. Oh, we're getting more destruction there. There goes the second anti-climb. Let's reload that. The second one again. Just need that bottom one to go. It can't be too far off. So we've got 3 top, 2 underneath, and the last one is still holding out. That's a miss. As I was saying before, it's not perfect this in, but don't keep adjusting it. If you've been hitting it, just keep it going. Alright, that kind of looked like the bottom anti-climb. Nope, that was another middle one. We've got foundations popping. Alright, so let's put some more bombs in this end. I'm thinking 10 will do it, and that will let us throw it 5 times. Just load them up. It takes a little bit for it to come through. All the damage and all that is on standard, so this is all like official settings. Even crafting these bombs is a bit slow, but that's what it is. Alright, let's get those going. Let's fire in the hole. Looks like a miss, yep. Let's That's alright, just keep going with it. Still is good. Still good. It's still aimed good. Like that one is perfect. Hopefully that gets rid of the bottom anti-climb. We are popping a lot of those foundations now. Let's reload that. I think that was one of the bottom anti-climbs there. Nope. Just cleaned up the top anti-climb. You really want that bottom one. Has to be soon. Let's hope that hits. Looking good. It's a bit high. I'm blowing more foundations out. It's like we've got a hole directly inside at the moment. There goes a big chunk. We still need that bottom bit done. So we're gonna chuck this one in there. I'm gonna make another barrage. I'm gonna split this in half twice and then take that out, and it's gonna drop to 89. And hopefully that's enough just to drop it onto that bottom anti-climb. At the moment we've done a lot of damage to this end. That's a miss. Yep, that's a miss. Of course. Let's go all the way down to the bottom again. We'll do another 10. Alright, so let's try that. Let's load her up. Should be directly on it. That's perfect. Right on the bottom anti-climb there. Very nice. Load these guys up. Seen a lot of damage falling there. Getting a lot of breaks. Alright, so we've taken out that bottom anti-climb there. And we've taken out a lot of the top. And basically we've done a lot of damage. We've still got a few. So we're gonna go back up to 100%. I'm gonna go a bit higher. Right on the bottom anti-climb there. That was another good shot that we needed. We are doing a lot of damage to this end. Let's fire again. Trebs are fun. They've always been one of the favourites of mine. Treb in the place. No, so we should have more than enough to climb up there, but we got another barrage, so we're gonna shoot it anyway. We got it. We might as well use it. Another good shot right in the middle. Alright, let's get to climbing. We're going to take that bomb back. Oh, that's a big chunk of stuff just fell there. That's nice. What we'll do is put all these rocks and that in the trab so we're not carrying them around with us. And we're going to respec. Having a cauldron and a respec potion, always a good idea on a raid. We've got the admin panel, so we can do a little cheat there and just get that done. So we want to go 3 grit, at least 3 vitality. I suggest 3 vitality in most things. So we're gonna get there. If there's an easier way to do this on computer, let me know. I know there is one on PlayStation, but I haven't seen it on computer yet, but I haven't played too much on computer. I've been playing a bit more lately with the ultra wide screen. We are going to go 2 encumbrance too, so we can carry bombs and heavy armor up there with us. We're going to put the rest. I'll put some more in grit. We do need the grit. Alright, so that's going to be our build. I don't think there's any thralls up there, so I'll leave my tanky ass thrall there. And let's go down and get this done. Alright, let's jump down here. Alright, let's run over here. We'll go drop off at this vault. Grab a few more things, put a few things in there. Like, we don't need any of these building materials to carry them up there with us, so we'll take them out, dump them in there. We are going to dump the clothes in there as well after we get this Silent Legion set. There we go. Now we can put this one in there. Alright, awesome, and we got 40 bombs. That should be more than enough. We've already done a lot of damage to the thing. But now we're going to climb up there with climbing gloves and see how we go with there. This might take a little bit, so I'm going to speed it up and I'll see you guys up there. Alright, so we're just about up. As you can see, the stamina's holding off. This is reinforced climbing gloves and boots, so it's not the normal one, but it is enough to get up this in. As you can see here, we've kind of made a big dent up here, blown through the crafting station, it looks like there. Let's get up here. Let's jump over here a bit. This looks like a little storage bit here. Well, alright, so we're going to place a couple of bombs down up here. Go all the way to the bottom again. We're just going to do that a minute and get rid of this stuff so it can go there as well. Kind of want to get through this wall over here, so we're going to try and get nice and close to the wall. My escape plan is heavy armor for starters, so I can tank a bit more. Oh, that's not good at all. We're going to hide over here. Alright. See what we've done over here. Doesn't look like we breached the wall yet, which is a little annoying. Let's have a look at this door. Door's only 24. What about the frame? 40 out of 50. Why are you going down and you go up? Alright, so 55 out of 70. I think we better go for the door because the door is only 25, it's not 50. So let's try the door, and we actually have a door here. Let's see if we can get into here. There we go. Alright, so we're into the crafting area, it looks like. Yep. Yeah, it's the crafting area up here. Alright, let's get a few of these bombs down. We don't need to do that side because that side pretty much is already open on the other side. There was nothing there. All the crafting tables have fallen off, most likely. Alright, so let's explode that. Get out of there. Well, that nearly killed us. That was a bit silly, but it's alright, we'll just heal up. Yeah, it was a bit close for comfort there. Alright, once we healed up again, we can start placing bombs down, especially over here. Try and knock out those doors. Alright, all those bottom doors are done. You can see they're kilns. Alright, so let's put a couple of bombs down over here so we can crack these doors. Got a few more doors around here. Alright, so let's set that off and try and get out of here a bit more because that really hurt last one. Upstairs maybe. Oh, the big explosion. That's gonna go. That door's open. That door's open. Alright, so I think we're all open here. Yep. So we've got blacksmith and cauldrons all around, so now we've got access to all the workbenches. That's the reason why I put everything behind doors. So if you get into my crafting area, you're not just going to go straight for all the benches. You still have to dig for it a little bit. Let's put these bombs down here. So we should have enough to get through this stuff as well. Alright, so let's just put one at each door for now. Zoom out, touch that and run. Another big explosion. Looks like the doors are intact, so we're going to make a couple more bombs there. I'm going to feed it in there. We can tank one bomb pretty easily with the heavy armor. You don't lose too much health. So we'll just keep them going. Heal up. Alright, so we got 2 doors there, it looks like. We need one more in front of us. Alright, there it is. Alright, that door's done. So is the floor. That door's done there. What about there's one over here? No, that's done too. Alright, so we're pretty much into all the crafting benches with those explosions. As I was saying before, it's not many explosions, but it would have had to be none if all the workbenches were out. So as you can see, tanneries on the side here, and then we've got the armor benches right in front of us with lots of storage. So that's pretty much it there. We want to get out of this situation, so we're going to have to place bombs along here. Which actually, these stairs are not really good stairs to use because there is so many attach points on these stairs. Some stairs are better than others. It's worth just having a look and see which one you find for yourself works. They're all on the side, so I'm going to put one next to it, and that one will stand up, so that's the one we're going to set off, and that will set the others off, and that door should come down quite easily. Big explosion. Most of the roof just crumbled in that one. I'm pretty sure we're through, so I'm just going to go for a walk, and there we go, we're on the outside. So you can kind of see how this thing is built. So if you haven't seen the speed build, I'll put it in the description below, and at the end of the video you'll see a little link. But yeah, it's an outside shell, and then you got the inside box, and the inside box is where all the good stuff is. So it's kind of like a double layer protection there. But yeah, make sure you check out the build because it is a pretty unique build. And before they upgraded the trebs, it was a pretty sturdy base, but now the trebs can just blow straight through it. Alright, so now we're upstairs. I think the only other rooms we have to go through is the map room and where the shrine is. The shrine is behind this door, so let's get into this door. And the map room's up there. So we'll work out that when we get to it. But let's blow into this shrine at the moment. And inside the shrine it might even help us get upstairs. We'll have a look. Well, it looks like the room's still holding up, so just place another bomb there and tank it. There we go. Now that should be open. 3 bombs. Nope, still a door there. Might have to go for 4 bombs. So let's do it. Alright, let's heal ourselves up a bit, create a couple of more bombs. Now that has to be open, there we go. So it's a Jebel Sar, we've got access to the Archpriest. Looks like we can craft a god if we wanted to as well. So yeah, why not? Yes, we'll get rid of the thrall, it's not our thrall, so that's fine. Alright, so now we need to get on top of this thing to get to the map room. So let's see what we can place on here. It looks like we can place it there, which is really weird, but whatever floats your boat really. I don't care. But it doesn't look like I can place it up top either very well. I find it weird that you can actually place on top of these things here. I haven't seen that much. But I don't think we're going to get in that way. So let's just set this one off and go find another way out. We could possibly put it on top of this elevator. Let's try and place bombs up there. If we can do that, that might give us a little reach upstairs. Doesn't look like the elevator likes it at all. Got the rhino's head. No, it's not going to let us either. Alright, let's have a look around. Maybe there's some anti-climb missing. It looks like this place is demolished over here. Yeah, it looks like right in that corner might be our ticket up. But if we fall, we're gonna we should land in that corner, so we should be right. So let's try it. We shouldn't be climbing with heavy armor for starters, but we'll see how we go. Alright. Fell in. Alright, let's change this so we can get up there and we have more movability. But this map room is the last place I think we need to go. Turning your character up here isn't the easiest, as you can see there. I kind of want to get her on that statue because she was holding onto that statue before, so climbing up that way should work. Let's see, just trying to turn this girl around, it's nearly impossible. Come on, there we go. Alright, so we got on top of the statue, and so we're up here. This is the main map room. Alright, so you can see I just lit up the game a bit. This is the main map room. It looks like we've got more spots around here too we could have climbed up. So plenty of room to climb up here. But that is pretty much this place explored and blown up. But make sure you stay tuned and I'll blow this place to smithereens. With all the demolition builds, I tend to just go overboard at the end. But I'm going to go downstairs now and we're going to count how many bombs we used to get into this place. But if we have a quick look now, we only got 8 bombs left. 9, 10, 11, 12. So really we've only used like under 100. And we'll work it out when we get down there. But yeah, only 12 bombs left out of 100. So it's like 88. Not many at all really. So that's all we really needed to get through this place. The treb helped a lot. But now I'm just going to place bombs all around this place and blow it up. Or I'll just run down and treb it. I think I should place bombs down and then treb it. How long is this god coin going to take? Quite a while. But yeah, let me do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so you guys would have seen that little speed run I just did and just put down all those bombs. So there's a lot of bombs down there, and we should have the Jebel coin as well. So I'm thinking let's chuck a trebuchet at them, and then we might go in with the Jebel just to finish it off, because why not? Let's craft one of those. This should be all that we need. There is 200 bombs at least laid down up the top there, 212 to be exact. So let's shoot this in and then Jebel the rest of it, I guess. Here we go. That did not set off all the bombs. I think they got really lucky then, so let's do another one. Let's chuck this bomb down, and this one. I'm going to craft that. Let's have a look at, it's on 45, let's go down to 40, because I think we're hitting the top. We want to go down a bit. So all the way to 40. Now this should do it. Well, if it hits, it's going to be a big explosion. 200 bombs, like nothing to play with there. Oh, that's a hit. And it's going to chuck my computer into hissy fits, like usual. Just slowly, and then it pops and finishes. That's usually the case. There's only a couple of foundations left there, but as you can see, that was a pretty big hit. So let's do the Jebel and get rid of the rest of the foundations here. It takes a little bit for this to kick in. There we go, there he is. He's going to go straight through it. Yep. But that is this place. This place is done for. Like, there is nothing left after this. Those 200 bombs definitely did a job on this. Now again. There we get that broken. Let's go around the side a bit. And that's pretty much the leftover bits there. Gone. And that is a good job done for us. Stole the god off them. Blew through with no problems. And that's the god. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. There will be more demolition videos coming up, so hopefully we get through these demolition videos and then start building some new buildings with all the fence foundation stacking that we have learnt. So it should be pretty good, but I hope you guys stick around for that. And I'm Z3Zone, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys then. Catch us.